Pledge
Are we
allegiance.
called to order? Okay.
Yeah, order, pledge allegiance.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think I got that backwards. I was a Boy Scout, and they changed it up.
Okay,
They did.
next I'll do the mission statement quickly. To the committee, the mission statement is as follows. The duly appointed Newbury Lower Green Local Historic District Study Committee is responsible for conducting an investigation to determine the desirability and feasibility of establishing a local historic district inclusive of the Newbury Lower Green, considering the historic significance of all buildings, structures, features, sites and surroundings that would be included in such proposed local historic district. The purpose and goal: to protect the historic Newbury Lower Green and the natural and built environment surrounding it for future generations to enjoy and experience the visual sense of the past history of our town. A Lower Green Local Historic District will create neighbourhood stabilisation and community pride, and forever provide Newbury school children with a playing field and educational opportunities. The intent of this local historic district is to maintain and improve the settings of those buildings and places, and to encourage new designs compatible with existing buildings in the district. Okay, very good.
All right.
Right,
I'd just like to give an update so everyone has, or is aware, the study committee attempted to hold a virtual meeting on September 26th over Zoom, and unfortunately we were fished. What's the
Bombed.
bombed?
Zoom.
Sure.
Zoom bombed.
Zoom bombed.
bomb.
Yes, by
Persons.
person or persons unknown, which forced us to end the meeting immediately. The town was notified, and there are no minutes or recording from that meeting, as it lasted maybe 2 minutes. And I think the only thing we got done was to make sure it was being recorded before that broke out. So apologies to everyone who attempted to join us. We were very looking forward to having a lively discussion with more people than we normally do. But we decided to revert to in-person meetings, as that was a pretty horrendous experience, to be totally honest. So anyway, just wanted to update everyone regarding that.
I missed that, and I'm glad.
It's okay. I had AirPods in. I was driving, unfortunately, when this happened, and it was, I couldn't see. It was so loud. I could not focus. So
Did you get any feedback from the town on it?
the town did respond to my emails, both the IT department and the new town administrator. So Julie O'Brien is no longer with the town.
Oh, is she?
Our new contact, who I just met this evening, is Tracy Glaze. So
Oh,
I sent the email to the town administrator, and did get a response from both of them, just saying this was not uncommon, unfortunately. I think it happened to the Italian Senate this year, live on television, so it's something that's happening a lot more common. There are ways on Zoom to make it more secure, but since I didn't get a Zoom link from the town beforehand, it was impossible for me to set those up.
So
I never had that problem before.
I'm assuming this is because it's announced,
It's a
and
public,
people
Any-
know what's coming.
Yeah.
They can
I
make
mean,
plans.
To be honest, I normally post the agendas as soon as I'm able to, but
Yeah.
I have been so busy that I was only able to post it 48 hours in advance, the legal requirement.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of time, but it doesn't matter. Any public events or public meetings are targets for this, and I just don't know why it's people who find it fun.
I probably have
Disruptive.
5 to 7
Yeah.
a week,
Well,
but they're all private,
They're
and
private.
they're invited.
right, but this is a
Yeah.
public
This
one,
is
and
not
I
zero
had
public,
actually
so-
turned off the waiting room because I wanted it to be as inclusive and public as possible, and because I was driving, I couldn't admit people, and
Right.
but even then, I don't, how would we know?
Yeah.
Right.
How would we know what?
No, there's nothing
So-
there. And,
No, so that was just unfortunate, but I have been assured that if we ever do want to try it again, that IT will help me set up a
So-
more secure link
Yeah.
somehow, but.
Yeah, because once you send it out, I mean, the only way to
Yeah,
send it
you
out
want
is to send it out publicly.
Right, so, anyway, so that, yes.
so we have to review the minutes of,
Yeah, we have to review the September 9th minutes. I did get just an update or a note from Joy,
Yeah, there was
which I had updated a while ago, so does anyone else have any other notes?
no, minutes.
Okay, then
So,
motion to pass or approve
Motion to
minutes?
accept the minutes as submitted.
seconded,
Okay.
all in favour?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Right,
Okay.
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 Next on our agenda is the citizen survey mailer. Lon, I apologize I did not respond to your email about the formatting being messed up in my first email. Again, I've been running around, but it is updated on the Dropbox, and I did update it briefly today. Looks like you do have the, yeah.
I think it's really good, actually.
So,
I think
yeah.
it's simple, tells you everything, it's a nice picture in there.
Okay, and I also have a black and white version available. I made it in black and white in case the printing is only black and white. It's that I just wanted to be ready for that contingency. I don't know what that will be, but if the town wants to just print it in black and white.
Okay, so this is what, is there something?
Oh,
On the
yeah,
back.
sorry, yeah, I didn't photograph it.
Oh, I only got the thing.
It's got a QR.
Oh, I see, okay.
And, yeah, it's all,
Okay, so for the Survey Monkey, okay.
Yes, so
I'm-
I need the
I'm
account
having
details.
some problems on that. We've got it, it's paid up,
Okay,
and there's 2 seats available on the thing.
Yeah.
They're the only people that can log in,
okay,
right? One of them moved to Maine, and the other one is somewhere else.
so
I'm
you
not
can't
sure
have
where she
access to
moved. So I've got the one guy, and he says, oh, I gave it to Tim, to another person, Ted, and get a hold of Ted, and then he can take the Sue off, and then put you on.
okay,
So that's where I am.
Okay, so you're
But it's
tracking
all
that
paid
down.
up, and I apologize there. What they sent me would not get me into Survey Monkey. What it got me into was the Merrimack River Users Survey.
gotcha,
And so
gotcha.
trying to
Right, so that
find,
means that.
what is the login, and there's nobody left that knows how to do it.
No, that's the
Right.
point.
So I'm working with Rick up in
Okay.
New Hampshire to get this.
right, and that was using the QR thing on your.
Yeah, so the QR code that's on there now is,
It's an
just the-
invented one,
yeah.
just for the purposes.
yeah,
Illustrative
exactly.
purposes,
Um,
yeah.
So I will
So you
update
get
that. I do have,
Do we have to approve this, do you think?
yes, we do. I would like just
Okay,
on record
just,
to approve it.
Yeah, so I apologize for not having
Right,
this
right.
yet.
Okay.
And I sent an email to Ted, I have not heard back. He teaches at the Newburyport High School. He was on a program, they used it, and in order for him to use it, he had to get one of the 2 seats.
Sure.
And then our treasurer left, and when the treasurer left, she was the other seat. Anyway, it's, yeah.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
mess.
So you're counting it, you're trying
So that's
to,
okay.
But I think we can, that was the second page, if you
Yeah,
didn't
right.
see, but we
Yeah.
saw, I mean, you can still.
and Joy did send me her notes, which I updated with you, so I know she's reviewed it as well.
Great, okay.
Okay, motion to accept the, what do we call this,
Citizen survey
the
mailer,
citizen survey mailer.
postcard, seconded. Or,
Okay, all in favour?
aye.
Okay, so go ahead, obviously, we've got to get the dates, I
Yes,
think, but effectively,
yeah, once
we
it's
can
ready to
do
go.
all that, I think it looks good, actually, I think it's a good idea, it's simple, not too much.
I used some of our historic photos on the
Yep.
Dropbox for that too.
So, yeah, no, it's, use all the things we can do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cheaper and we don't have to get permission.
exactly.
Right, okay,
Okay, so that's good, and Lon, am I correct in thinking that once this is finalized, you are the one who's in contact with the town to print it?
Oh, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Dates.
Yes, so places and dates for the Newbury in neighborhood information sessions. That will go on that as well, on the postcard as well. So we've looked at obviously Plum Island, Newbury Lower Green, the schoolhouse, that one's easy. I think just finding a date for that. And then Byfield, was it downstairs that was proposed? The,
Oh,
is there a
that's
senior center downstairs or?
Not the library, okay. So
Or the, I don't know, I don't know either.
Library's got a nice little meeting.
Yes.
But they've also got that other building, I don't know what it's
And
called.
do you have to rent it, or is it just by appointment?
Counts.
Well, we're a city
We've
thing,
used
so I don't
it
think we'd have to rent the library.
I've used it for a committee.
Okay.
meeting,
Okay, so we just
The
reach out to the library and reserve it essentially?
in which case.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
yeah.
Like that.
It's in demand.
Yes,
just
yeah,
so you
those
know.
are, yeah.
It's in demand, just so you know.
Yeah,
Okay,
So.
that's why we're,
So-
If
so
we could get a date and get it established.
I suggest we pick a few dates for, or, do you know, could I see the availability online if I Google it right now? Is
I
it
doubt
live? Okay,
I don't think we're that organized.
okay,
But the Historic Commission stopped using it because we kept getting conflicts. And so we meet on Morgan now at the firehouse.
right,
Now, that might be another option, it's actually bigger,
okay,
it's a bigger space.
okay.
But
And how do you use that
I
space?
don't know that. I'm not sure.
well,
what it
it's,
takes. But check with the library first.
Okay, so that's for Byfield?
I don't think we're gonna
Is it-
have, more than 30 people.
no, you-
No, I
And
would
that's
be
where the
surprised.
library, the library would work.
We could
well,
hope.
yeah,
We could hope there's that many people.
library's
And you're
smaller.
thinking of an evening meeting?
Well,
Yeah,
hold on,
it's-
but is it the Newbury Library?
Newbury Library.
Yes.
And
in
but it's
in
in
Byfield.
Okay. Newbury Library.
Because they're not open evenings, so what we do is get a key and
Okay.
it's a little bit of messing around you have to do.
Okay.
But not, right, any early, like this time of night.
Yeah, about this time of night, you're thinking.
Yeah, and so before we pick dates real quick, we need to have, our goal is we should have a drafted study report done by then, right?
Correct.
That will be kind of in MHC's hands, and then we will need
Yep, I agree.
at least printed LHD stuff, like the boundary, a map,
Yep.
Yeah.
and possibly the FAQ sheets and kind of those kind of things.
Do we have like a semi-final version of this now with the last?
Yeah, it's updated as much as I could, but we're waiting for a few other owner discussions to occur. But yes, I did update it after our last discussion.
Okay, so that's something we could have at it.
That
That's
is not.
not the
yeah, I
updated
know,
copy.
I know,
And the Historic Commission was interested in having a copy of this, is that okay?
Yeah.
If I give it to them?
Mhm.
Well, it's probably,
think
I'd wait till it's done,
Unless you put on
a draft.
draft,
Yeah, unless
just
you say draft
write
on
the
it.
words draft
Okay.
on it,
And
just,
I would pull the updated one from the Dropbox, except it's not updated on PDF version. I have only updated the QCAD file right now because I wanted to wait for
Oh, okay.
the final version. But if you need one for the historical version, can
I did
keep
this
it.
at the last meeting and held it. I have to give a
Okay.
report at every meeting where we
Sure.
are.
Sure, sure.
And so I did this, and now they want a copy of it.
Yeah,
That's why.
right.
Okay.
yeah, I know, I wouldn't give him that one.
Okay. No. Well, this, I just pulled this out of my pile. I don't even know
Yeah,
what the
okay.
date
This
is on
is an
that.
old one as well.
I think it's from our last meeting.
Sure, yeah, but we're not there. We do need to discuss that.
Oh, wait. Let me know when, and I can write draft on it easy.
Sure, yeah, okay, so based on what we need done before the sessions, I'd really like to, we're aiming for them in this fall, right, for the end of the year, these sessions?
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
Could make sure it sort of ties in your date return survey by
December 15th, I was
15th.
having the idea that we'd hold these in October and November, because we're aiming for a spring town
so
meeting.
they can go and, if they want to comment on the survey
Mhm.
after they've had.
Mhm.
use the survey to make their comments. I mean,
We'll have at least 2 weeks
If they have
if we do it by the end of November.
Okay, but,
But
So
hopefully
we
more.
can- so we-
I'd like to send this out.
and
I mean, ideally by Friday would be the absolute ideal, right? But I don't know if that's.
but we, let's come back to the dates, because if we can, we have to have, let's see what information we can hand out. Because if we make it too early and we haven't got everything.
Right, that's why I know we need to, that's
So
why.
I would sort of think
Yeah.
and we're already in October, so
Yep.
the back end of October.
Yep,
are you familiar with SurveyMonkey? Or is this when you?
yes, the first survey that we did, I made that on SurveyMonkey. The problem was it was a free account, so it limited how many responses we could get.
Yeah.
We didn't hit that maximum response, it didn't like close out, we didn't lose
Yeah.
responses because of that, but it means that it's not an indicative of town survey. So,
Okay.
yeah, yes, I am familiar.
Okay, so when once I get this.
It will be, I
we
can do it
have
very
to-
quickly.
I'll have to get you a seat.
Yeah, I just need a login, and I have the draft of the survey, it's very similar to the first one, I just tweaked a couple of questions. It's on the Dropbox, I can
And
pull
then,
it
yeah,
up,
and then.
I will literally just add
See,
that.
that's
to the
all I
survey.
have right now, how to get to the survey that I did.
Yeah,
They
no, I
gave
just
me
need
the
the
login,
login.
and the passcode. And
Yep,
what I'm after is our account
yep,
and stuff.
yep.
Okay, good
Um,
enough. So I
and
need
then-
to- And can I ask you a question, maybe you know this? To get you on that seat, what is it gonna ask me for? Probably just your email address, or what's it gonna ask me for?
I don't know, I've never done that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I would probably need the password, presumably, for the account. And
Right, but
what its
I've
domain is.
gotta.
But you'll definitely
You
find
definitely
out.
can't get in if there's not a seat.
Correct,
So,
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I'm
can't
wondering
see
what
it
it's
and
gonna
then add
take for
my
me to
email.
add you to that.
Yeah, probably my email.
Maybe
Don't know what else.
I've got that, so
Okay.
I'll get back to you. So I'm hoping to hear from Rick this week. I don't know
Yeah,
what
the
day
sooner,
of week it
the
is
sooner the
right
better,
now.
because it'll take, if it's this week or next week, I can do this turnaround in one day.
Okay.
But I am, after next Friday, I am unavailable I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, and then we come back and we're in the summit mode.
Wow, so
my
we
time will
really,
be
after this Friday,
Next Friday,
So-
oh, next Friday,
yeah,
Right.
after the
Thank
17th, I'm not gonna be available for a while.
bye, next
Oh, okay, so it would have to be after that.
Friday.
Well, so I wanted to bring that up because I may not be able to go to an information session,
Okay.
that needs to be okay.
Right.
Yeah, I said, because if basing on that, I won't be available till the end of November.
Right,
So,
Oh, okay.
most likely,
Okay.
because we have our summit coming up, so I'm crunch time for conference one.
so what about like
So-
the 31st
That's Halloween.
October?
No, don't
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, right.
That's a very bad
What about
idea.
the 7th of November, like a Thursday rather than a Friday?
Yeah, I thought a Thursday might be a good idea too.
Now, where are we talking about?
Now we're
We're
talking about
talking
the
about-
information sessions.
Oh, no, which one?
The Lower Green, I would have thought.
Lower Green,
Start-
Okay, start here,
one.
that sounds good.
Partly because it's easy to get,
Mhm.
shorter notice.
Right,
Mhm.
because I have a key to that one.
Right.
Plus it's the center
Okay,
of everything.
so that would be,
Yeah, the 7th. Yeah, that could, I mean.
And when are we talking? The 7th of?
November.
Okay, I'm okay there, I don't have anything scheduled for that date, and the
And I-
Historic Commission meets the next Thursday, so 7
And
November.
we're thinking like 5:30, 6 o'clock?
yep,
Do you have an idea of what might be more accessible to people?
5:30,
5:30?
probably.
Okay.
It's darker and sort of people can be out too.
Schoolhouse, November
'Cause
7th.
I'll bring that up, we have a meeting this
Thursday.
Thursday, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, perfect. 5:30 to 7, let's do the same time.
It'd be quite good to get a large one of these now, so that we can.
Now,
see-
you understand that most people won't be able to fit into the seats.
Yeah, that's all
Because
right.
they're
There won't be
they're
very,
made for, 5-year-olds,
there won't be very many.
so I'm not
Yeah, I think
sure.
that's
They
okay.
have,
It'll probably be standing, we've got some benches in there. Oh,
they have the long
okay.
benches, they have quite a few.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'll be okay.
Okay,
Okay, so Newbury first, and then.
I'll bring that up, I'll get a nod from everybody before I.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. What about Plum Island location? Is there one, I think Pitt Pitta Hall. Pitta Hall was mentioned last time. I don't
Yeah.
know how to
That's the whole,
reserve that one either. There's,
I don't know how to either, but we can find out.
okay.
Because Jessica had a birthday party. She took it. She went to. Very easy.
Okay.
Who do you contact? The town?
Okay, I'm going to ask Jessica. She's just,
Oh, you'll find
Okay,
out.
so, Robin,
I'll
you'll do
find
that.
out.
And let's have a couple dates in mind for that one too.
21st.
Oh, skip 2
Not
weeks.
good.
Sorry, no, hold on.
Yeah. It's our wedding anniversary on the 14th.
Doesn't work for you.
It wouldn't be.
Well, I'll be at
And I'm
the historic commission meeting too.
And I'm in
Second.
Maine for our conference, the summit is the 14th.
Well, why would it have to be a Thursday?
We're just
Maybe
thinking Thursday might
Just to,
be better for people.
not Friday. Friday.
Yeah, we don't wanna do
people go
Friday.
away.
Well, what about Wednesday? the
Wednesday, can we?
13th?
Yeah,
I can't do Wednesday, but that's
Oh,
okay.
oh,
I
okay.
can't do any Wednesdays.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's why we're not doing Wednesdays, okay.
right, okay.
Yeah.
12.
Okay,
But, so the week of the, if you wanna do it the week of Veterans Day, I'd say pick whatever day works for you, cause I'm not available that week.
You're not available.
I'm-
Are you available the week of the 18th?
Some days.
Some days. What days?
Monday, Tuesday,
Okay.
maybe Thursday. I'm taking classes in the evening on Fridays and Wednesdays as well, so that's why I'm not available.
okay.
We'd love to have you there.
The-
You know so much more than we do.
Well,
that's not true.
it's,
You guys know the history much.
I'm
better.
okay for all of those, but let's see what how are the books and everything else.
And then we don't wanna do the next week, because that's Thanksgiving. It's just not gonna be a
Definitely.
good week for people.
Oh, that's what's on the 28th, okay.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I see that's taken.
Is it, see, I can't do the next week either, so I'd say if there's one to hold on the week of the 11th of November, I think we should do 3 weeks in a row if it's possible,
Okay,
because,
right,
yeah,
get them all done.
You might try and hold Plum Island the week of the 11th then, Robin?
Yep.
Okay, 14th I can't do.
neither can he.
No, I can't, no. So,
Rest of it's free so far.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Is
Monday
it
is Veterans
I was
Day.
gonna
you
say, I'm
can't
not
do
sure
Wednesday.
if doing Monday's a good idea or not with Veterans Day.
No.
You know, so what about Tuesday? Does that work for you guys?
I'm okay
Tuesday's good.
Tuesday.
Okay, so I'll say the 12th for,
Plum Island, that's it.
well, maybe Byfield and see if the library is available. And if
Okay.
it's not, then you can switch up.
So let's
That
pick,
way,
okay.
yeah, if the library is difficult to rent, why not try it first and then bump it if not.
Give me an alternative date then
Right,
for.
well, then it will be whatever one we pick for Plum Island. And then it will, if it's not available, then switch them.
Well, that's what I mean. What's the next date? That we'd be switching
November 12th, 5:30
For something.
to 21.
And then what is the other date?
And then the other one would be the following week, so that's the week of the 18th.
18th I'm free.
Um,
19th I'm free.
Yep, me too.
I'm free that whole week.
And
To me,
21st,
what about the 19th?
19th, good.
Okay, I might not be able
Yeah.
to talk, but because I'm coming from the dentist on that one, but I should be okay.
You can smile.
My teeth will be whiter.
Yeah. On the 19th.
Okay, so
Can't believe
19th.
me, I have a dental appointment on the 19th as well.
You do,
You do? Where?
Dr. Frieda in
Okay.
Danvers.
Okay, and so,
What a coincidence.
19 November
19th.
will be either
Those
Plum
two.
Island or.
Or
yeah, so,
library.
so those two can switch, but what I'd recommend doing is, maybe Robin, since you're gonna ask about Plum Island, could you also ask about the library, so we're not kind of mixing, crossing signals?
Yeah, I checked the
Um,
library.
No, if he could also do the
Okay,
library,
great.
because if you
Because
ask
if one
for one,
says
That's what I
yes.
mean.
we don't want the other one
Yeah.
to say yes.
Oh, I see when you, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say
I'll do
call,
that.
research,
I'll do that
reach out to the library first tomorrow and see if they're, and then go from there.
because I've actually used,
You've done it, okay.
but I'll figure it
I'm sure if, you know, if it's.
So right now we got, so 7 November, 12 November, 19 November. Kind of dates.
Yep.
Okay.
7, 12, 19, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Schoolhouse, I can almost say yes. I don't know why anybody would
Okay.
object.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's election week. Oh, I hope that doesn't complicate things. Okay.
And I can let you know Friday on whether there's any issue with the 7th of November, because we meet.
Awesome, thank you.
Because we meet this Thursday.
Okay, so that is the information session's good. I will wait to hear back from you to update the postcard.
right.
Of course, as soon as possible on that guy. I think next we're on the study report?
Right.
Yes.
And I can start this mechanism going for getting this printed and mailed.
Okay,
I can start that without waiting for this.
okay.
And at least we have a time frame. Oh, when would we like to mail this?
As soon as possible.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we got the dates in.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
since
as
we
soon as
have
the dates are
the
confirmed and the survey is.
QR code.
Yeah, those are the
Oh,
only
yes.
two things we need.
I'll give Rick a call tomorrow and see if he can help me.
Okay.
All right, so just to go over, before opening up for a general discussion about the study report, I just wanted to go over the few things that we had talked about last time with regards to actionable items. So Joy, who's not here, agreed to to split the very long, wonderful, very long history section into its 5 different eras that we had talked about. I actually haven't checked if that's done. But once that was done, we were each going to just take one section and edit it down to a manageable amount, not, you know, whatever you think that is. So I will come back to whether that's been done, because I'll check in a moment on the study report. Then Lon, you were going to write a section, a brief, 1 to 2 paragraph section for the Lower Green and for your own home, 281 High Road.
Right, and we talked about that a few minutes ago, about the combining the Lower Green and the schoolhouse,
Schoolhouse,
which
yeah,
I was
those
doing
are-
in 2 sections.
Okay, so combine
That'll
them.
make that a little longer if that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's okay, but like 3 paragraphs maybe.
3, got it.
Yeah, but since it is the crux of the local historic district, giving it a
Yeah.
little bit more space is sounds
In my
appropriate.
house, I got 6 pages, so.
Okay,
I-
okay, definitely cut that down.
Yeah.
It's,
Joy was going to do the same for 279 High Road for her home, as well as the Evergreen Cemetery, and I do not know if that has been done either. I haven't seen that on the Dropbox.
Upper Green Cemetery.
No, the Evergreen
Oh,
Cemetery.
the Evergreen Cemetery.
Mhm.
One time cottage.
You did the
I
first settlers.
I was trying to find, because the trustee of the Lower Green burial ground is also a trustee of the Evergreen.
What's the Lower Green burial
I
ground?
think he means first settlers.
The first settlers.
First
burial?
settlers.
Okay.
Or-
Oh yeah, they were the same. They
Same
were,
person.
yes.
And he said to me, there isn't much on it. In fact, there's hardly anything.
On the first settlers?
I've given you the first settlers.
Yeah,
only
okay.
just a
Oh, you
couple
mean
of minutes.
historical context?
On the other cemetery, which
Okay.
is the Evergreen one.
Okay, I've got a
If you've
book
got some-
this thick on the Evergreen
Yeah, you were gonna give it to Joy.
Cemetery. I
I
was.
think it's just got.
Yeah, you
Oh,
mentioned
geez,
that.
okay.
I think it just has the people who.
That's right, I brought this up last time.
It doesn't really have-
Why don't I look at it? Because 99% of that is names
Yes,
of
exactly.
who's there.
Okay,
But there
well-
may be, what I wanted to look at is there an intro?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if
yeah,
there's an
yeah.
intro, it may be sufficient.
Yeah,
And if there isn't, we don't have to
Yeah.
do a write-up of
No.
it. Like, it's totally optional. So if
Just-
there isn't sufficient,
no,
just,
we don't.
it will be included, and maybe like knowing it's when it was founded, its date would be good, but, otherwise, because we wanna make sure it is historic.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's gonna be in that report at least, that
Yeah,
portion.
yeah, right, that should be.
If you got it,
Yeah.
it's fine, say it's
Yeah.
because I did ask Beth.
And I've got, and you did First Settlers, you said?
Yeah, I just got to
Yeah,
add
it's in there.
notation. I
Okay.
think
Yes.
it's about the right
Yes,
length.
yes, 1 to 2
One,
paragraphs,
two
no more.
paragraph. And
Okay.
I've got- just got to
Yeah,
add.
because the reason I'm asking you that is I've got a 2-page thing from the First Set, what's the group of the First Settlers? The First,
What?
The
The sons
trustees.
and
oh, First Settlers, there's a group, I can't think
The
of it.
sons and daughters.
Yeah, sons and daughters.
Yeah, I've got,
I've got a 2-page, oh, maybe
well,
you
I've got the
got,
whole thing here.
you got a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's-
I've got a 2-page on the cemetery,
Yeah,
front and back.
but this is.
But you've got it written,
written
so it
stuff.
Yeah,
you
it's
don't need
written,
it.
yep, that
This
one's
is,
good.
this is the Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Willett
House,
House, right,
which-
right.
Which I can do that from here. 'Cause
Okay.
then this will be, and then we can source it.
Awesome,
'Cause
nice and
they've
easy.
been, you know, this has
Okay.
been going for many years. so-
Okay.
I'll do that on the way home, I've got the key with me because I picked something else up
Okay.
today.
Okay, anything else? What are the, just getting back to what Joy was doing, the whole general history split into.
So, on the general history, on the draft report, it's massively long. It's
Sorry.
way too long. Well, it's Bethany as well, and it's all good, like, it's good, but
it needs to be.
it's overblown, we need to cut it back
You need
and,
an editor.
and make it succinct, but I haven't read it, it's too much to really deal with, so,
Is it on the,
Well, some of it's gonna be redundant because some of those paragraphs
Yeah.
are on some of these items.
Right.
yeah, it's redundant, and it's also, like, I just copied and pasted the Indigenous history from Historic New England's website on the Dole
Oh.
House, so,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot, but
Well, you saw
Joy
what
had
Richard said, that's
so,
small.
so Joy had said that she had read most of it, which is why I asked her to go through and just split it into sections, very vague time sections. Indigenous history, early colonial history, kind of the crux of when the architecture was built, so mid to early 17th century to late. And then you have the Greek Revival era through the mid-19th century, and then Industrial Revolution period, and then what is here today. And that one can be really quite small, but
Here's First Settler Burial Ground, I
Those
forgot
are
I
the-
printed it, yeah.
yeah, it's in the report.
Yeah.
So those are the sections, but she was just gonna put headings on them and make sure all the text was on the right section, and then each of
Right.
us could claim one of them and edit it so that we aren't all taking on the mammoth task of editing the whole thing. So I don't,
and
No,
just to
that's
show you on this
done.
one, which was done for
no,
Lexington, the
Yeah, it's-
coverage of the
really short.
the individual buildings is less, it's half a page on, and those are the important ones.
Yep.
Some of the others are a lot smaller, otherwise it does get, I mean, some of them are just, as you can see, just a few lines, I mean.
Yeah.
Well,
and
even their general history section
and
is
even the
really short.
history is 2 pages.
Yeah, if it was
Yeah.
built in the
Page and a half.
1940s, it's not gonna have
No,
any
well, I didn't even think we needed,
history.
yeah, even
Anyway,
do
right.
that, but even the
It's
long
85
ones.
years old or older.
Yeah, even the long
But
ones.
that's not what we're necessarily focusing on, but
Um,
actually from the 1970s are historic now.
Okay,
Yeah, so that, yeah.
and she
we
was
can
going to then sort of
severely edit.
farm it out to, for
Yes.
the prints.
Each of us just, like, for instance, I'm happy to take, or maybe Bethany could take Indigenous,
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
makes sense, because that might be what she knows more about. Just, someone just say, I claim this one, do it, and then, so I'm
But
not
that's
sure
not
if
quite
that's been
ready to
done.
go yet, is that right?
I don't think it's been done, if we can kind of connect with Joy and see, I know she
Do
wasn't
that.
feeling fantastic today, so, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind just reaching out to her and seeing where
I
that's
will.
done.
I'll do that, so sweet.
And then, just taking a look at the rest of the study report, you can kind of see what else we need. But like justification of the boundaries, for instance,
Yep.
that should be fairly simple once we get the actual boundaries done, and it's a paragraph of why. The district map is, again, just about there. I can finish this up really quickly once we have that, but that was waiting on, I know you had said that you were still in discussion with a few owners. So
We
talk to
have
them.
had, yes, there's, I found out where the Knights live and who own a bit down the bottom there.
Hold on, let me, okay. I'm just gonna open up the whole thing where I'm tabbing.
So,
So,
we saw the shed again.
282 High Street, the big yellow. Oh no, Little Green, that's 286.
We've spoken to them and they're okay with them.
Okay.
So, for a minute. But we found out where the Knights live. They obviously don't live there, so there's no
So
property on
282 High Road.
282, which we'll see there. And I have not yet seen, I did ask you on whether because I don't know, Ron, I think it is, who lives opposite
Ron.
you.
Ron Beach, R.O.B.
Ron, yeah,
Are you talking about 284?
which
I
is
remember
this triangle one.
284.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, and also Laurie and Travis.
Do you know that address? Sorry, just addresses is preferable for records.
I do.
And
So, sorry.
That's why I'm only using first names.
Yeah.
Because I don't know their
And I
address.
don't know
Yeah,
them
sorry,
off the top of
the
my head,
record
so.
is, 273.
273.
Who we have to speak to.
Okay, they were green.
They were green and.
They haven't been spoken to
And
yet?
I think they need to be because they want to know what's going on. I have that in hand, actually.
Okay,
And
so,
there's the one next to it, who I know, little tiny thing here.
oh yes, sorry, let me,
They've got the long,
that one is
which must be.
269. It's
Oh,
269.
Ferrano, yeah, I know him.
I have to come all the way down here.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm playing my
yeah, he's
PowerPoint.
got some questions as well, that's why. And then we stop and don't do the next one. At Laura, at Tory Lane, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, 269. Yep, 269 was a green. Okay, so you're speaking with the owners of them as well.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up really quickly the map as it's updated, and I had left yellow the ones.
There isn't a key code.
Is this is that the Pumpkin House?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they
We've
own
spoken.
property already in the water.
No,
No.
well,
that's-
no.
They have
That's-
access.
that's-
They have a dock.
They have
Yeah, they have
access
access to it, but the property line doesn't go all the way there.
That's
Yeah.
why it's all the Knights thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Which I
But
need
it's
to-
mostly marsh and it's in conservation area,
Yeah.
so it's you can't build within
Yeah.
X. I don't know how many but feet to it, so it's protected in that respect.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is, alright, do I have my raster image? Yeah, okay, so this is the map that looks like right now. I had kept, this isn't gonna be very legible, is it? With that guy. So the yellow ones are the ones that still, have questions. So you were speaking to, this is 286.
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
84.
it's-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's right, yeah.
And
And then
this
here's the.
86 is okay,
Yeah, you said they're okay? Okay, so
But-
I'll make them green.
yeah.
And then
But we haven't met with 84.
Yeah,
84
the
is
triangle.
yeah, the
this one,
triangle
yeah, and that one is,
Yes.
this one,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
So it's right next to
wander
this
over
thing.
there and talk to him.
Okay, so there's that one,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the water property, which there's nothing on it,
No,
that's
but there
this
is-
guy, nope.
That's,
There we
The
go.
water
That
one has a couple foundations though.
Yeah, yeah, there was a building on it.
Yeah, I
They
just
were
don't
burned-
foresee, it's gonna be
burned down.
very hard to build on that now,
Yeah.
with water the way it is.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
think,
wouldn't be able to,
I
you
know-
can't get to it.
I
That's
do,
That's
I
the
do,
problem,
I do.
without going across what they call the west gutter,
Yeah.
which is a wetland.
Yeah, and it's, yeah, you can't.
Well, the access road is down there.
Mhm, right in between.
Oops, wrong seat.
And
I
I
know
know
from-
from experience that you can't build past here.
No. I think the properties, foundations were way over here,
Yeah, maybe up there.
yeah, that's where they were.
It's probably, yeah, it's, oh, maybe over here is.
There's
is far
one
enough, but-
right about here,
Yeah,
and there's one about here.
okay,
There's two there actually.
Okay,
slightly. Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
so, okay, so
You'll
anyway,
find
so,
And
so
if you
there's
walk
that.
around
I
up
mean,
there,
in a
watch
way,
yourself.
it doesn't matter or not, but
Yeah,
it's
just
sort
good,
of,
good,
because it is wetland, but anyway,
Yeah.
we,
but
the
we're,
point
the
is we have
reason,
to ask.
and the reason we decided to include that one same as this one over here, owned by the town, is because of the connection with Lower Green with the river. We felt bringing the boundaries all the way to the river were important to tell the history, the
Yeah.
story of it.
Yep, agree.
Okay,
And the
so,
one, and
The
the one,
original green went to the river.
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and the
Okay,
one
so-
next to,
The other yellows, only other yellow I have is this guy.
Which
That is,
Yeah.
I don't know, give me a second. Wait, figure it out now. That one is 275,
Which one?
275 High Road.
Oh, I mean,
That's-
which
that's,
house?
This one. Oh, okay,
That's,
let me, 275.
yeah, that's Brent and Jessica, they're fine.
Oh, okay,
And you've
I
talked to
know,
them?
looking over here, I know what it is, okay.
Okay, we're coming down the other side.
Okay, and we've covered everyone else.
Yeah, I just want, those were the ones I had before making a final
Yeah.
boundary, making sure that,
Mm. Oh, good job.
yeah,
There we
yep,
go.
275,
Those
this
should
guy. Okay, so 273 is yes, 275. Well, what was the other
No,
one you said you were
273
talking
is
to?
not, 273 is all this, is not, hasn't been seen and spoken to, interviewed,
273 hasn't?
you know.
They've not.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'll do that as well. So I'm going to do 273. And Lon, I'm around if you want to go and see.
I'll talk to Rob.
Rob,
Let's
yeah.
fill this with.
I mean, I'm sorry, 284.
Okay. So we've got a bit of work now, and I can do that pretty quickly. 'cause
Okay.
I'm now back here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the UK, which I was supposed to be doing. Students.
Oh. I'm sorry.
That's-
This way. I'll just change this before I forget. Okay. Alright, so imagine all of, I can just take the reds away. Yes, properties, no, and film, no. So without, and the road will be included as well, so this will be,
Right.
but imagine that is essentially our boundary with a non-contiguous property with the settlers, lower settlers, first settlers, so. Alright,
Mhm.
very good. Okay,
Good. Okay.
okay, so there's that part of the report, which is fairly easy to put in. We've got the property index, which essentially exists. I'll clean it up a bit once it's finalized and limit the unnecessary information that we have on there. That was good for deciding whether a property is historic, but not necessary. That's things like how many window lights are on a windows, what type of roof material is it. So there's that section. Then there's the options and recommendations for the ordinance or bylaw. And the ordinance or bylaw text. I was planning on taking a look at other examples of LHDs and adapting their bylaws.
I think we could bring them up to the 21st century as well. in terms of-
Well, exactly, there's some things, I was actually at
Quite
I went to, last month, I went to a preservation law conference down in DC, and there was some interesting discussions, specifically around zoning.
Yep.
I had this in mind, going, oh, that's interesting, because there's some changes going on nationally as well as,
Right,
locally.
and we should keep it simple.
Yeah, and clear, and again, with, making sure our exceptions are very clear and all that sort of thing, but leaving some wiggle room for
Yeah,
unknown
right.
technologies
So,
and such.
yeah.
It's something we have a bit of experience with at Historic New England, just writing preservation restrictions, is understanding what should be covered and what should not be.
Yeah.
What should be left,
Yeah.
because we don't know all future iterations of technologies and such, so.
Right,
So I'm going to do that.
okay.
I need to do that rather soon, don't I?
Started off.
Yeah, okay, I'll try and get a draft of that then in the next 2 weeks.
Keep an eye out for, when you're looking there for fencing.
Yeah,
What's legitimate and
yeah,
how people state, I mean, a 4-foot fence or a 3-foot fence, right.
But,
But,
Yeah.
you know, when they set how it's put, and how you describe whether you can see through the fence or things like that.
Okay.
I mean, everything else, I mean, most people aren't gonna change the front of the house after
No,
they buy it.
absolutely.
It's replacing a house after it's burned down or has
Right.
fallen apart, or hiding, you know, blocking it off from, you know.
Yeah, security.
To put a
Yeah,
swimming pool in your
fences.
side yard or something like that.
yes, I mean, it's looking at other examples of Ducati. But Rowley's has about
Right, that case.
10 pages, and it's incredible detail, and it's become a sort of problem that they've tied themselves into by not giving the local select board some sort of latitude, because and that was done in 1968, you see, it's quite a long time ago, and the problem was something a
Wow,
long
that's
time ago, so
Really old one.
it's we need to keep it simple.
Yeah, not do
relatively
that.
broad strokes to get
Yeah.
to the general gist.
Yeah, really think about what are we
Yeah.
protecting.
Yeah, and
There's a
and
difference
it's the
between
view,
four
it's the
and
view,
six one.
really, it's the view from the green
Yeah.
we're trying to
Agreed.
protect. But also,
Green.
when you're driving down the scenic byway,
Mhm.
you want to be able to take it all in and try and protect that view
Oh, that's
too.
interesting, yeah, I should put that in the introduction narrative. Is the scenic byway, is road actually goes through it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1A is a scenic
One
byway.
okay, yeah. I forgot about that.
Massachusetts and state, I mean, and
Yeah,
national, I believe.
that's
I
It's pretty.
believe so.
okay, good.
Just drove over
Right,
today.
so you'll
Yeah.
shoot out a draft to start.
Yeah,
getting-
I will do a draft in the next 2 weeks. I will get that by next Friday.
Okay. Good, good.
All right, let me put, where's my minutes? I have 2 meetings open, okay. Okay, so, let's see. Robin, you've got a few more neighbors.
Yeah.
Um,
What do we do?
Okay, then otherwise, in the report, let's see, what else do we need, just to clear it up so we have a draft by November 7th. Ordinance or bylaw text, bibliography, so we really need to get in there and cite. Digital images, at least 10. Specifically says at least 10.
Of what?
Images,
Of,
clear digital images of the proposed district.
the district.
So
It's kind of interesting.
those should
I
be,
look at a lot of past ones.
but
They do.
I was gonna say they need to be contemporary as well
Well,
as
they
historic photos.
do old maps and new maps
Yep,
side
yep,
by side.
yep, that's easy. I know we
Which
collected
is-
those at some point.
Which you've got.
What's this?
But some of the others.
I
are
gave you
good
all
too.
my maps.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
for example, this is one where they give you an old historic map of the area to give you some background
Carla, let's
context.
change.
And then they do today's map, and this was the proposed area.
What about
Which,
photos?
and this one, I think this one didn't have any. Some of them
What?
do, other than the front. And I like,
I think we should.
yeah,
No,
definitely.
it does say at least 10, the MHC's guidance or
Yeah.
requested
So,
some, so, and that's easy, we have tons of them. My only question is if we need, current photos of some of them,
Well, I think we did.
and probably not all of them, all of the properties,
No, I
right?
don't think so.
But maybe the ones that we call out in the,
In the text.
in the architectural section, like
Yeah.
having a current photo of the lower green.
So those,
As well as
those down the
historic
green
ones.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them.
And Dole level.
I mean,
Yeah, and that one's easy, I've got that photo, I'm sure we've got a professional photographer that's done one recently of Dolittle.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of pictures of that too, so.
Yeah,
but when I did these,
Yes,
is there are, I've seen a couple of other reports were done like that, but then they had just one or two of the big, sort of the important ones.
Yeah,
So not
okay.
everything as well, just in when they did their, this was in an appendix, you
Yep.
see, so,
but my question with that was, were those photos modern or historic?
modern,
Okay.
they were, so
Yeah, that's what I thought it'd be important,
Yeah.
unless the building hasn't changed at all, and then
Right.
in which case, a very clear, nice historic photo is totally fine. But if it's
I've
changed,
I've got
then,
some really good historic photos of our house, and Robin can see.
yeah, so just a couple, of those, and I'd say what we should do is anyone, I'll make a folder on the Dropbox of digital images for reports. And if anyone wants to put in options, and then we can as a committee just go down through them. So kind of looking through all the photos that we have, because we have a lot of photos, which
We
is
do.
awesome.
yeah.
And just pulling out ones that you think would be
I
contenders.
wish we could, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can kind of just as a committee go through and say yes, yes, no, yes, no. So I'll create a photo.
And we've
I'll
got
put it on
that
the
that
Dropbox.
photograph from up on Old Town Hill that shows the
Yeah.
place in late 1800s
Yep.
for the houses. I've got one of that era for our house,
Okay.
but
That would be.
what's changed is the barn.
That's the sort of thing you put on the front,
Yeah.
like the opening,
Yeah.
on the front of the doc, like they did the front of the document.
Oh, yeah.
I think, that's the big statement. I'll have a look at some of the other.
My goodness, you've got a lot of papers
Well,
there.
there's a bit of duplication here, but I've got several. I was trying to find the other ones, but they're. There's another one I did far off. But anyway, you've got all these. I'm looking for some of the others. Okay, we'll. Do all
Alright,
that.
I will, yeah.
Anything else we need to do?
Yeah, hold on. Digital contenders,
What's the address of the toll house, Ferry House?
286.
Which one? 386?
286.
286. I will check, I may have old photos of that. Maybe even when it was a gas station.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I'll look.
I think I might too, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, so images, that's the end from that direction. Let's zoom back up here. District map, justification, architectural history, history, which is blah. Significance, which we've got. Methodology, which we mostly have, just want to add, there'll be a quick methodology addition to this once we've done the information sessions, but methodology is relatively done. Actually, hold on, we need, I don't think anyone's drafted yet the formation of this committee, the preceding events, what led up to this. I can't remember who was gonna do that, but, the
Oh,
development, and yeah, just a quick paragraph of why we're here.
Started at your house.
What do you call, what's the title of that?
Our bullet point under methodology is formation of Lower Green Local Historic District Study Committee, that's it. And then as part of that, just a sentence or two at the end that says what area we considered. So the whole area that we considered of,
So that was the Laura Green surrounding properties and
And
approaches
a
to
buffer,
those,
yes, and a
approaches
buffer
to
zone.
those properties.
yeah, and just explain that that's where we started, and then the next section goes into, and this is the justification of what we picked, so.
That's kind of
thank you,
what we
Robert.
walked, when we did that first
Yeah,
walkabout,
that
we
was-
kind of
that was
went,
there.
did the approaches, all the way up to the first settlers, to the water, behind the Seddon Tavern,
Yeah.
and then all the way down to the
City
cemetery.
events.
We walked that whole area.
Yep.
To committees, committee information.
Actually went
Okay.
across the bridge to make it to the
Yes,
cemetery.
we did, yeah.
And
And
one or two
decided not to.
sentences about the considered area. Okay, so we need that, and then in the introduction, a little bit about what a local historic district is and what it's not. I feel like we could probably take this stuff from one of the other reports pretty easily. And then what the community benefits of a local historic district are. I think that's really paramount, actually. Even if, I mean, something basic for the report.
What we had in our.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, maybe that should be the intro. Yeah.
That should be.
But we should think about that too, just before our information sessions. I know that having bullet points that we all just know very quickly of what are the community benefits of this is really, really important. Okay, so that is, yes, okay, so pull, basically, okay, and that's the report intro. And then once we've got all the pieces, we can take everything else out.
Okay.
And I think, all right, the summary sheet, and then that's the contents page, so I think that's it.
Mhm.
That's what we need.
Good, okay, we'll make a start on that. Right. Okay, moving on. I think we
Yeah.
ought to have a meeting, the next meeting, before we go in to
Yeah.
do the,
For the 7th,
the full 7th, just to make sure we're all.
assuming we can, the 7th we can get because it's schoolhouse.
Yes, right, so that would either be on the 28th this month
I don't know why I'd have any pushback from
or the 4th.
I can't do either of those, unfortunately. So that's okay. Again, this is just the next month is not great for me. But I'm out of the country on the 27th, and yeah, I'm gonna be on vacation. And then the 4th is I'm in New Hampshire because the 5th is election day, and I am a New Hampshire voter, so I have to be up there for voting.
I'd like to vote. My wife votes by mail. I like to do it.
Nice.
I like to do it.
I would much prefer to vote by mail, but that's how I grew up in Colorado. It's very easy.
Right.
But no, I have to be there in person, so unfortunately,
I like to be there.
Limits that I can't be here the 4th.
But I think we will.
But a Monday might
get
work.
together before.
Yeah, and that's kind of the only opportunity is the 4th or the 28th, so I can
What day are you thinking?
read minutes.
Sorry, you can.
I can read the minutes. I can't do the
No, right.
those.
Just to get, because
Yeah.
it's suddenly going to be on us for the 7th, and
Yeah.
we've got to have a package of things that we can display, show, even hand out.
What date are you throwing around for that meeting? The 7th is the,
Well, the Monday may not be.
that Monday works for
Might
me.
work for everyone else though.
Yeah, well, for me.
I'm-
Joy, and who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say count me out because between now and then I basically can't eat.
Let's. What do you want to do the 4th then, which is nearer to the.
That is that Monday.
Election day is the 5th.
Oh no, yeah, right. We don't want to do that because
Well, I'm just looking at it.
we'll the 28th then, of course. That's
Okay, and the 6th, I can't do it I'm done at about 3 o'clock, so. A 4th works, I could stick that in right now if we want to do that. And the
Let me just
6th
check
would
the
work.
town website real quick.
6th would work too.
See, I'm not allowed to vote, so.
That's right, so it doesn't affect you. But I'm not even
What?
sure like this would be open on election. I don't
No,
know on election day.
that's what I was.
Oh, you're not allowed to vote like that. That voting on that, not in this meeting.
No.
Okay.
At the moment.
It looks like I have nothing, 4th, 5th, or 6th, so.
The 5th is not an option. That is election day. I just don't think this place is going to be open on the 5th.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Plus,
Tuesday.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
No.
To be totally honest, when I was recently talking to my parents, my mom asked me, wanted to confirm that I wasn't going to be in the metropolitan area the election day or shortly thereafter, which is a little bit scary to have to think about, but yeah. I will be driving actually back down to New Hampshire, or to Massachusetts late that evening, but not in time for a meeting. Okay, so, November, just check the town website. Oh, Mondays are good.
On
The
the
4th is wide open, the 6th is also
The
open.
4th.
There's a planning board meeting, but it's by Zoom.
Fourth's good.
4th, okay.
put it down.
Or I can just check too, the 28th is open if you guys had a preference for that. Well, not sure.
So fourth is our next meeting,
The 4th, yeah. Okay,
meeting. At 5:30, I assume,
yeah.
same time as always, okay, 'cause then all I have to do is hit add, boom,
Okay.
Monday.
because I call it the same thing every time.
4th,
Right, so we're actually
5:30.
trying
So it kind of jumped with that guy. Okay, any additional business?
any additional business? I haven't got anything. I think we've got our tasks.
I have one piece that I just need to update the committee on. I'm waiting to hear back from the town about our reassignment, re-swearing into the committee. I don't know, reappointment,
Yeah.
maybe is the word. Because according to the town website, all of our commissions expired in June.
Yeah.
But when I went in to reappoint to the town, they didn't know what I was talking about and didn't have the paperwork for it.
Oh, I went in
I
and did
don't
it.
know. Bethany was outstanding when I went in.
What? I didn't do it either. Well, no, I did, and they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Looked through all the pages, couldn't find. Joy said she did too, and I was very confused.
They told me that you have two you're upping for, and I said, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Well, according to the website, we're not.
Me
But-
either.
Yeah, none of us are. So I had emailed the town regarding the Zoom stuff, and I asked them about that as well, and she said she was gonna look into it and asked how many of the committee members who were up for reappointment, and I gave her all of our names. So I'm waiting to hear back about that, but just wanted to let you guys know that I think we're good,
Yeah,
but the
right.
town's
Exactly.
website is
And
not.
also we have the new Tracy's now.
Yeah, the town administrator. So anyway, that was, I just, yeah.
Something's weird, because I think I signed two
I
things.
definitely signed, so.
I don't think I did. I genuinely can't remember. I went in and I was unsuccessful, but I can't remember if I tried it in June. I don't think so. I don't know. The years fly by. I can't remember when the last time we did it was. But anyway, I will keep updated.
If you find out, send us
Yeah,
something.
when she gets back to me,
Yeah.
I will let everyone know
Right.
where that stands.
Oh, I swore I just did that like 3-4 weeks ago. Because they said, yeah, you're on 2 committees, or whatever.
And you're not on 3, are you?
Not that I know.
Okay, just checking.
I'm not attending meetings if I'm on 3.
Yeah.
I'm only meetings for 2.
Okay, you're going to check and email.
Yep, I'm waiting for her to email me back. But I just,
Very good.
that was, wanted to update the committee regarding that. So that's all the additional business I have.
Okay, I don't have anything. Anything from you, Long?
No, what's that?
Okay, right. Propose meeting adjourn.
Seconded.
All in favour?
Aye.
Very good. Meeting adjourned.
And it is
And time is?
39.
6:40.